Okay, today we are starting our unit on probability. So we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up and a review of how to turn a fraction into a percent. So remember, to turn a fraction into a percent, we take 1/4, we take 1 divided by 4 to get 25%, or you would get 0.25, then you have to move your decimal 2 places to the right to get your percent. So I want you to try number 2. 2/5 would equal what percent? 3/8 would equal what percent? 4 2/3 equals what percent? 5 1/10 equals what percent? And 6 9/100 equals what percent? So, probability of an event, written P, then you put your event in probabilities, is the measure of how likely an event is to occur. What is the probability of picking a pink counter? So we're going to write our probabilities in fraction form today. So if you look at all of our counters, you're going to take and you're going to count how many counters we have in all, and that is going to be your denominator. So we have 3, 6, 9 counters, and 2 of them are pink. So you would get 2 out of 9, or the probability of drawing a pink is 2/9. What is the probability of picking a green counter? So we would have 3 out of 9, or 1/3 in simplest form. Because remember, to simplify, we find a number that fits into both the numerator and the denominator. So 3 goes into both 3 and 9, so we get 1/3. What is the probability of picking a pink or a yellow? So once again, we have 2 pinks and 1 yellow, so we're going to have 3 out of 9, or 1/3. Determining the likelihood of an event to occur is a continuum that you see. So if it's impossible, it has 0% chance of occurring. It's unlikely if it is 25% or below of occurring, or 1/4 or below of occurring. It's as likely to occur as not if it is 50%. So then anything in here is unlikely, and likely to occur is getting around our 75%, and certain is 100% or 1. The probability is it is going to happen. So really our two main things that you know for sure is impossible or certain. Then you have your likely to occur, around 75% or above, as likely as not, around 50% probability, and unlikely to occur is around 25% or below. So we're going to look at some probabilities and determine their likeliness. So rolling an odd number on a number cube. So you have 1, 3, 5, on a number cube that are your odd numbers out of 6. So your probability would be 3, 6, or 1/2. So if we go and we think back to our continuum, that will give us as likely as not to occur. So we would have as likely as not. How about rolling a 7 on a number cube? So 7, there is no 7 on a normal dice. So that would be, our probability would be 0 out of 6. So that's going to be impossible to occur because that isn't going to happen. Rolling a number greater than 2 on a number cube. So that would leave us 3, 4, 5, or 6. So we have probability of 4, 6, which equals 2/3, which is about 67%. So if we think back to our continuum, that's going to put us in likely because it is above 50%, but it's not up to 100% yet. So that's going to be likely to occur. And rolling a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 at a number cube, so that would be 6 out of 6, which equals 1/2, or 100%, which makes it certain to occur. A complement. So here's another definition that you might need to write down. So a complement of an event is the set of all outcomes that are not the event. So the sum of the probabilities of an event and its complement is 1. So if we have the probability of rolling an even number on a dice would be even number would be 3, 6 plus the probability, so the complement, so the opposite of an even number would be an odd number, so that would be its complement. Would be 3, 6. So if we add those together, we get 6, 6, or 1. So a complement of an event is all the outcomes that are not that event. And the sum of the probabilities and its complements is 1. So let's practice. Find the probability of drawing a blue cube. 2, 6, or 1/3. Let's think about its complement now. So what is the complement of blue? That means we would draw purple, yellow, or green. So if its probability is 2/6, that means its complement would be 4/6 or 2/3. So we have blue or not blue. So we have our probability and its complement. So now I want you to do the probability of green is 1/6. So then what is its complement? What's the probability of not drawing a green? 5/6. So those are the two main things that you are going to have to do today, is to determine the likeliness of an event and write a probability and its complement. So to end our video today, I want you to think about, describe something that has a probability of 100% and has a probability of 0%.